What is going on, everyone? I'm Jaye the Black, of course. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Kevin Hart and this female that he was linked to due to a secret recording of him being with her. Now, initially, when people saw the screenshots from the particular video and just the way how it looked, it seemed as if she may have been in on it, but apparently she wasn't. Kevin Hart was being blackmailed. He even went public saying that he refused to be blackmailed. And that's how all this stuff pretty much came to a head. He admitted to everything. The video pretty much released. So of him being with this particular female. And of course, she went and hired Lisa Bloom. They did this public press conference. Okay. And she basically wanted to clear the air that she wasn't involved, and that she saw Kevin Hart as a victim as long as she was, and that she was not going to seek any financial gain from Kevin Hart. Now that was then, okay? That was then. This is now. According to TMZ, she's seeking $60 million from Kevin when she initially said she didn't want a dime. Now, I want y'all to understand, so I'm going to get to the article. We have a culture of females who are clout chasing, females who are out here trying to get a baby by one of these entertainers. They're messing around with these guys, looking for any financial gain from the weakness of these guys. When I say weakness, I mean sloppily dealing with these females while they're in relationships and married. Now, Kevin Hart has his fault in this as well. You know, you're a married man, bro. And, you know, you in this particular situation, you're with somebody who you made a declaration of love for and you're messing around with it. So that's pretty much on you. But when it comes to this situation, you know, this female, I think, changed her mind because she doesn't have a career, ain't making no money, ain't going nowhere. No, because I believe they said that she was a actress, failed actress, whatever, and that hasn't worked out. You know, she's pretty much no one cares. You know, she had her 5 minutes of fame and people moved on. And that's what happens in this social media age that we're in. But we're going to get into this article. And it says Kevin Hart's tape partner just filed a $60 million lawsuit against him. Said back when the story first broke, Kevin, like her, was a victim and she was not going to sue him. That was then. Montia Sabag, that's how you say her name, stood by attorney Lisa Bloom's side as Bloom stated their case that Kevin had no idea of the liaison was being secretly filmed in the Las Vegas hotel suite. Bloom also made Sabag's position clear. She didn't want a cent from Kevin. Rather, she wanted to hunt down the perpetrator and bring him to justice. At that time, when they said they didn't want any money, I thought two things. I said, you know what? Maybe she thinks she's going to get, you know, a slew of interviews and maybe get on reality TV. You know, maybe, you know, she will be able to flip this into finding a career for herself, but that didn't work out. And then I said, you know what? Maybe she thinks that by defending Kevin will, you know, be generous enough to pay her. That's what I think. I think that Lisa Bloom filled her head up with BS and it never manifests. I mean, Kevin didn't even pay off the people that had the tape, you know? And because Kevin probably stopped communicating with her entirely, she felt some type of way. Because she wasn't going to get any monetary gain, and because he stopped speaking to her. He didn't want anything to do with her. Okay, to go back to the article, it says our sources say a subsequent lawyer for Sabag, her third lawyer, recently made a secret financial demand to Kevin, asking for low six figures, and Kevin's lawyer rejected it and didn't offer a penny. TMZ broke the story. The lawyer who now reps Sabag has filed a $60 million lawsuit against Hart and JT Jackson, Kevin's former friend who was arrested for extortion. So now Sabag has turned on Kevin, saying he was in on it so he could get more publicity. Strange. Yeah, that is strange, and that's very weird. But we're talking about a weird person. This particular female gives off weird vibes. Just by her standing next to Lisa Bloom, she just gives off this weirdo, vibe. Somebody who could be easily, manipulated. She's getting these lawyers. I mean, she knows what she's doing, but she's controllable. All it takes is some money. You don't want to seek justice anymore. Now you want to get paid. Let's see. Since even back then, Kevin was one of the biggest movie stars in the world, and the last thing he needed was media attention for messing around. What's more, sources with first-hand knowledge tell TMZ Kevin has been working with the district attorney for 2 years in the case. It seems odd he'd be so involved if he was secretly one of the perpetrators. As one source put it, Kevin is working with the DA a lot because JT messed him over, so to speak. We're told Kevin, who is recovering from horrific injuries as a result of the car crash he was in, will not pay Sabag a penny. There will be no settlement. Good for you, Kevin. She shouldn't get anything. You were basically messing around with a married man. You deserve nothing. Okay? What you should do is go apologize to his wife, because you knew he was married and you involved yourself in that situation anyway, even though Kevin has a lot of responsibility in the situation with dealing with this particular female in the first place. But at the end of the day, you got your hand out when you were a part of this BS. You shouldn't get anything. You should get you a job or a career and move on with your life. Plain and simple. And you will think that all the pandering that the media does, all the opportunities out there for women, and you have women still clout chasing, still lazy. I'm beginning to think that the media's pandering, it makes most women feel good, but women don't take the necessary steps to go out there and work and build for themselves. It's just like these wives who go back to court 10, 15 years later wanting more support. It's just like that. Because what did they expect their exes to just stop working hard, to stop living life? You have these women who are miserable, who ain't making no money. The money done ran out. Their kids about to turn 18. They're looking for money. Like 50 Cent's, son's mother. She tried to get his child support extended for 2 years. I mean, just lazy. And then what ended up happening, she ended up taking the money and getting, fake assets. Allegedly. This is the mindset these women, you would think that they said that men have gotten soft and have gotten lazier. You can say that, but in a society that is putting women on a pedestal and saying women can do anything a man can do, why can't she go and get a job? Why can't she go and find a career for herself? She's not being held back by her gender. But you got a lot of these women, man, they don't want to work for nothing. They want equal pay for less work. These are facts. And I'm glad Kevin isn't giving this woman a dime. You don't deserve no money. You don't. And I want people to understand this about my content. I'm all about calling out the BS. I'm all about that. I'm all about holding people accountable. I have held Kevin Hart accountable for his part in this. Bro, first off, you have to be aware of the people in your circle. And I'm probably going to do video commentary on that or a live show. Make sure you subscribe to Jaye Black live streams too. Beware of your circle. Beware of the people you're around. Because when you are out there messing around on your wife, they're going to be right there to use that situation for themselves. It's the same thing with women who know you're married. They know that you are a public figure, and they get into these relationships with you only to then turn on you and put you on blast because you no longer deal with them. You no longer communicate with them. You want nothing to do with them. And that's what we seemingly have in this situation. Kevin Hart is in a very bad spot right now. He's getting negative media attention. He just was in a bad, car accident, and it's like people are piling on. They're piling on to this guy because they think that he's vulnerable. But Kevin Hart is a fighter. Even when they demanded that he apologize for comments he made on Twitter years ago, even still, Kevin Hart, he stands up for himself. He's not easily, he doesn't back down easy from people, And what I see in this situation, man, I see a situation where they think that he's down and out and they want to use that for gain. And that is the ultimate travesty in this situation. You know what type of situation he's in, and you're trying to still get money out of him. And that is why men feel the way that they feel. Men are getting red pilled every single day because they're not just when it comes to women, but when it comes to society and how they view men and men's placement in it, And I think that this particular female is wrong on a lot of levels. I think that she needs to go and find a career for herself. I don't know, go marry you a rich older man. Who knows? There are plenty of opportunities for you. Get on social media and become an influencer if you can. But going after Kevin Hart for an easy 6-figure come up is not going to work out for you. It hasn't worked out for you. So I think you need to move on. So